Trump's White House broke the law withholding Ukraine aid, the GAO finds.
Here's a summary of the article.
Washington, President Trump's White House decision to withhold vital military assistance to Ukraine violated U.S. federal law, a congressional watchdog announced Thursday morning. The Government Accountability Office, a nonpartisan federal watchdog, noted that faithful execution of the law does not permit the president to substitute his own policy priorities for those that Congress has enacted into law, and yet, the GAO found that was precisely what President Donald Trump's White House did. The House impeached Trump in December for abusing his office by pressuring Ukraine to announce an investigation of his 2020 Democratic rival, former Vice President Joe Biden. Trump withheld $391 million in aid to Ukraine in July of last year in what Democrats argue was a pressure tactic to get Ukraine to announce the investigation. Emails that were made public in December show that Trump directed his budget office to withhold aid to Ukraine less than 2 hours after Trump got off the phone with Zelensky. The report establishes beyond a doubt that the Trump administration violated the law when it withheld badly needed security funds for the Ukraine, Senator Chris Van Hollen of Maryland said in a video posted to Twitter. When President Trump froze congressionally appropriated military aid to Ukraine, he did so in violation of the law and the Constitution.
This post received a score of 35,588, with an upvote ratio of 83%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than the White House quickly shot back at the GAO, saying that the charge was an attempt by the watchdog to insert itself into the media's controversy of the day, according to the Washington Post. It's the GAO's job to report on these issues. It's not like the CDC is making a comment on this.
I'd be very interested to know the CDC's angle, though. Even if it's just tips to avoid dementia.
This is essentially a high-stakes case of the effects of prolonged stimulant use. Trump joins the ranks of Jim Jones and Adolf Hitler. Well, that sounds like an Always Sunny episode title.
The gang gets addicted to stimulants and subverts democracy.
Hey, I'm a crackhead, can I get some welfare please, but with corporate welfare?
So basically what I'm understanding here is that your constitution and laws mean absolutely nothing so long as the Senate chooses to not recognize them.
Correct.
The checks and balances can't balance if nobody checks anything.
The balances aren't working, but the checks are all clearing the banks perfectly.
Excellent phrasing from GAO. The entire text of the Presidential Oath of Office. The responsibilities of that office, as defined in Art. 2 Sec. 3 of the U.S. Constitution.
Greater than the entire text of the Presidential Oath of Office. I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and will to the best of my ability, preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. Well, there's your problem right there. Guess that totally exonerates him.
2. President Trump was ordered to pay $2 million for misusing funds. 3. 2a. President Trump's personal attorney Michael Cohen plead guilty to committing campaign finance violation at the direction of Trump. 4. Michael Cohen was sentenced to 3 years in prison. 5. 2b. The president's former personal attorney Michael Cohen implicated President Trump in crimes they committed together. 6. 3. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, originally pleaded guilty to one charge of lying to the FBI. He was given a deal as long as he cooperated with investigators. 13. 6. Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort was convicted for committing several crimes. Manafort was sentenced to 47 months for bank and tax fraud charges. Thank you, per usual, for your thorough research.
I always enjoy poppin' KREAM.
Remember all those Republicans who said that Trump needed to break the law in order to be impeached? Guess what? He broke the law.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.